Hi guys, hopefully, our previous videos have added to your interest in traveling. But along with this hobby, having a good budget is also a big issue. So let's solve this problem for you. Today we will tell you about the most affordable destinations around the world. These countries are full of culture, history, and natural beauty, and they can all be explored on a backpacker budget. So let's start talking about the cheapest places to travel. Number 8, Romania. Romania is cheapest country to visit in Europe. Not to use a cliché, but Romania is truly a hidden gem of Europe. It is a beautiful country with so many cool things to see, but it has very few tourists and it is extremely cheap. A highlight of the country is the Transylvania region, which is home to numerous impressive castles and lots of quaint, charming, colorful villages. You can also visit Romania to explore the wilderness, including the majestic Carpathian Mountains and the beaches bordering the Black Sea. Traveling on a budget through Romania means you'll probably spend only $30 to $40 per day, so it's one of the cheapest foreign countries to visit in Europe. If you're on more of a holiday, you can find cute BBs starting at $30 per night. Don't miss out on this European travel secret. Backpacker budget, $40 a day. Mid-range budget, $60 a day. Travel restrictions, dependent on the list of green/yellow/red countries. Number 7, Poland. For history lovers, Poland is a great place to visit. Full of museums and historical sites, you most likely won't have to pay more than $5 or $10 to enter some of the country's most popular attractions. Poland is also home to lots of colorful, photogenic architecture, which you can obviously admire and photograph for free. Big plates of hearty local food usually cost less than $10, and hostels generally cost around $8 to $10. Poland has all the delicious food and amazing sights of Western European countries, but without the high prices and the swarms of tourists. Go beyond Krakow and Warsaw and explore other smaller towns like Gdansk, Wrocław, and Zakopane, which are all stunning and possibly even cheaper to travel in. Accommodation, $8 to $12 per night in a hostel. Transportation, $1 to $3 for a full day of train rides, $10 to $15 for an intercity train ride. SIM card with data, $3 for 2 gigabytes with 1 month validity. Number 6, Turkey. Turkey can be cheap or expensive, depending on what you want to do and how deeply you want to travel through the country. A hot air balloon ride costs around $200 to $300, and intercity traveling can be really long and costly. However, the country has a bunch of other bucket list worthy items that cost way less. And if you plan your route well, it is definitely possible, if not easy, to travel through Turkey on a budget. The stunning Blue Mosque in Istanbul, the breathtaking white travertines in Pamukkale, and the hustling bazaars all over the country are relatively affordable to enter. While the long-distance buses are expensive, if you plan well and take the overnight buses, you get to save on accommodation. If you are short on both time and money, just stick with a city or two. Turkish food is delicious and cheap, so that's one less thing to worry about. Meals, $10 to $15 per day. Some hostels offer complimentary breakfast. Accommodation, $5 to $15 per night in a hostel. Transportation, $1 to $3 for a taxi ride, or $30 to $60 for an intercity overnight bus ride. SIM card with data, $8 for 2 gigabytes with 30-day validity. Number 5, Nepal. One of the cheapest countries to visit in Nepal. For adventurous travelers looking to explore the most remote corners of the globe, Nepal is a great place to go. It's one of the cheapest Asian countries to visit outside of Southeast Asia. Many people come here to hike Mount Everest, but that is only for extremely fit and ambitious travelers, and with lots of money saved, because hiking Mount Everest is super expensive. But if you want to trek in some less touristy mountains, you can do so in Nepal for very cheap. Stay in cozy local guest houses and eat home-cooked meals for just $10 to $20 per day, or travel as a World Packers volunteer. Backpacker budget, $20 a day. Mid-range budget, $40 a day. Travel restrictions, open to vaccinated with negative PCR test. 10 days quarantine if unvaccinated. Number 4, Thailand. Thailand may be saying it wants to focus on high-spending tourists in its post-pandemic tourism recovery, yet it remains inescapably known as one of the best budget destinations in Asia. The southern islands and beaches are more developed and can be pricey, though you can equally find luxury accommodation for great value there. If you're more of a budget traveler, know that the travel costs in Thailand get much lower as you go inland. Make your way to the northern Chiang Mai region and you'll even be in budget travel heaven. Amid the rice fields, Buddhist temples and hill tribes, you can find some of the best value accommodation anywhere. Whether you're looking for a backpacker dorm bed from $5 or a comfy hotel with a swimming pool from $30. It's no wonder that Chiang Mai is still the world's go-to place for nomads or expats looking for the super low cost of living with high quality of life. Backpacker budget, $30 a day. Inland budget, mid-range budget, $50 a day. Travel restrictions, open to vaccinated travelers from 63 countries. 2 negative PCR tests also needed. Number 3. Indonesia. Indonesia is a country in Southeast Asia composed of thousands of islands. This means is it incredibly diverse. You can visit the most popular island of Bali, or head to the quieter tourist islands such as Lombok, Java, or Sumbawa. Regardless, Indonesia is a very cheap country to travel to. It is wise to just pick a handful of islands and fully explore those, rather than hopping from island to island constantly and spending lots of money on transport. But once you find a nice place and stick to it, you can eat delicious, flavorful local food and stay in fun hostels or guest houses for $20 to $30 per day in total. Meals, $5 to $15 per day. Some hostels provide breakfast, accommodation, $5 to $10 per night in a hostel, transportation, $8 to $15 for a motorbike for the day. Prices may vary depending on the bike condition and your haggling skills. SIM card with data, $5 for 2 gigabytes with 30-day validity. Number 2. Brazil. The world's 5th largest country is filled to the brim with amazing travel destinations. From the gobsmackingly huge waterfalls of Iguaçu to seeing the Bay of Rio de Janeiro from the top of Sugarloaf Mountain, and on the colorful beach towns of the Bahia coast, Brazil is a whole world to explore, and that's just highlighting a tiny corner of it. While Brazil has had a fairly bad time with the pandemic, the situation has improved and its borders opened once again. A favorable exchange rate with currencies like the dollar or euro continues to make Brazil a cheaper destination than it has been in years past. Backpacker budget, $40 a day. Mid-range budget, $70 a day. Travel restrictions, open. Negative PCR test result needed. Number 1. Colombia. A colorful destination with a dark past, Colombia is fast becoming a popular affordable destination. If you are a history geek, you will love the museums and historical sites in Bogota, the Lost City, and beyond. If you are into nature, the Amazon awaits. As for diving enthusiasts, Colombia also boasts some of the world's best diving sites and gorgeous beaches. With accommodation, transportation, and food being so affordable, you will have room for some occasional splurges. Consider booking a luxurious villa for a night or two. You won't get a deal this great anywhere else in this part of the world. Meals, $10 to $15 per day. Some hostels offer complimentary breakfast, accommodation, $8 to $12 per night in a hostel, transportation, $1 to $3 for a full day of bus rides, or $10 to $50 for an intercity bus ride. Be sure to check the domestic flights, which can sometimes be cheaper than buses. SIM card with data, $13 for 2 gigabytes with a 30-day validity. We hope that this video will be informative for you. If you want to know more about the cheapest places, then comment us. Thanks for watching.